And while MSU has filled its opening, Michigan just getting started on its quest to replace a legend. Red Berenson announced his retirement Monday, ending a 33-year stay in Ann Arbor. Berenson's Wolverine teams won 848 games, 2 national championships, and qualified for the NCAA tournament in a record 22 consecutive seasons from 1991 through 2012. Red Berenson, kind enough to join us now. Well, Red, let's start here. Why this year?
Well, it's got something to do with the calendar. Every time I look, I'm a year older, and each year it seems I'm being asked questions about when are you going to retire, how long are you going to be coaching, and so on. And I was a little concerned about the recruiting aspect of these questions. And so anyway, it's time. Number one, it's good for the program, and number two, it'll be good for me.
Red, after 33 years, 848 wins and 2 national titles, how would you like to be remembered by Michigan hockey fans?
You know, that's a good question. I don't think that's up to me, but when I came back, the first statement I made was I'd like to improve or change the image of Michigan hockey. It wasn't very good then, and I wanted it to be one of the top 5 programs in the country. I wanted it to be a hockey dynasty. I don't think you ever get there, but that's what I wanted for Michigan. We had moments that we were nearly there, and I wanted it to be a place where players could come and develop and also get a good education, and I was a little part of that. So I think those were the things I wanted. Whether we got there or not remains to be seen.
I know you have a new role as an advisor to Ward Manuel. How involved will you be in helping find your successor?
Well, I think I'll be somewhat involved. You know, Ward, it's not like Ward doesn't know anything about hockey. Ward was my administrator maybe 15 years ago. And we went through the hockey year, and those were good years for Michigan. And he knows what it's like and what it should be like. And I'm sure he'll be bouncing some questions off me for our successor. And I'm sure he'll want the best for Michigan, just like I do. So I feel really good about my relationship with Ward Manuel.
Red, what are you going to do with the extra time?
Well, part of my extra time will be helping Ward in some of his projects, whether it's fundraising or building a master plan for the athletic department. But the other time, I'll be chopping wood, I'll be riding my bike, I'll be paddling my canoe, and I'll be pulling my trailer, my Airstream trailer, around the country and visiting friends and family. We have 8 grandkids, and I want to get to know them a little better before they all graduate from college.
Red, I do want to ask you about today's news. Michigan State names Dan Cole their new head coach. Has been the head guy of the National Team Development Program for 7 years, close to your campus. What can you tell us about Dan? What are your thoughts on that hire?
Well, I think it's a great hire, and I wish Danton the best in most of his games. And you know what I mean. But he's a good young coach. He knows these young players coming up. He's got his finger on the pulse of the development program all across the country. I think it's a great hire for Michigan State and a great hire for the Big Ten.
Well, Red, we truly appreciate the time. It's been a pleasure and an honor to cover you since the Big Ten Network has started following Big Ten hockey and Michigan hockey, and we wish you the best of luck in retirement.
Well, I appreciate that, and you know, I'm going to miss the next step in the Big Ten, particularly Notre Dame. I'm glad they're coming in. I think that'll be a good step for the Big Ten. I've been lucky to be around the game for a long time. A lot of good people, a lot of good memories, and I have a lot of respect for the Big Ten, the way they're handling hockey.
Yeah, about a half a century of memories to sift through. Red Berenson, as always. Appreciate the time, Red.
Good. Thank you.